Hey yo, shout out to Art of Dialogue. They ran an interview with Suge Knight, and I got a question. Is some of these interviews super far fetched, or do you think Suge Knight is telling the truth? Because this one right here, especially what he said at the end of this interview, unbelievable. Is it believable? Let's get into it.
The Death Row party where y'all made a guy that was affiliated with Bad Boy drink urine. Can you give me the backstory behind that?
I always have a big Christmas party for Death Row, and it's hard to get like certain places because they don't agree with the lifestyle we live. We about that life. So I rented this whole compound of property to have a Christmas party there, and we bring our parents and all that type of stuff. So I always want to have a nice one of the best groups around, the oldie group. I didn't have the Isaac brothers do Mother's Day, but for the Christmas party, I had the Whispers. And what's better than the Whispers as the beat goes on for all our parents and the older people and us. So we're at this Christmas party, and Jolie C there, pretty much everybody. So everybody doing shots before we get to the party. Now we're at the party. Now Jewel's my homegirl. But Jewel part of the Compton Get Downs. And it's nothing slicker than the Compton Get Downs. You know what I mean? They're going to play every side, upside, downside, whatever they want to do.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
So, me and Pac is talking, and Jewel comes over and introduces her to this dude to say that's her boyfriend. So she walks away and she come back. Well, they walking away, but she come back without the guy. And she said, "What's up, Pac?" She talking to me and Pac. And Pac said, "Damn, Jewel, who you with? Is he from the West Coast?" Jokingly, not thinking he's not from the West Coast. Jewel started laughing and said, "Shit, that motherfucker worked for Bad Boy. That's one of Puffy's people." So Pac was like, "Jewel, everybody say you're you're unloyal. You're not loyal. You don't have no loyalty. In other words, you're a curvy ass bitch." And we start laughing. So the guy looks back, and he see we laughing. So I guess his motherfucking instincts was right. He takes off running. We take off running behind him. So when all the homies see me running, everybody runs behind him, including Andre, including Snoop, because everybody want to know what's up. So this dude runs up the stairs. First mistake. Because once he got up the stairs and got in that room, it was some type of guest house. There's no way out. So when we all get up there, he getting his ass whooped. He getting the shit beat out of him. Every person who came up those stairs, except me, of course, beat the shit out of him. So as he getting beat, one of the homies, and I can say his name because Colton ain't here. That's one of my closest friends from the West Side, non-type business type of dude. He grabbed him and was throwing him out the window. Only thing was holding him up is shit, his belt and a leg or so. I'm like, nah, don't throw him out the window, shit. Everybody saying that motherfucker gonna die. He pulled him back in. Every person in there got some licks in, even the bitches. So now everybody talking to him. The dude begging for his safety. As they talk to him, that stupid motherfucker was like, "Yeah, I do work for Puffy. I do work for Bad Boy." And Pac got to smacking him again. Smack, smack, smack. They're against me. They're my enemies. Everybody started smacking them because they wanted to prove, their loyalty. So, a lot of us still got champagne glasses in our hand, champagne bottle in our hand. We having a great time. So I said, "Oh, man, let him go. They ain't his fault he worked for the motherfucker, right?" They were like, "Man, what are you talking about? You being nice to him? You done had motherfuckers, even some of the people in this room, drink piss before." So they start pissing in the motherfucking champagne cups. This dude probably drunk maybe, I say maybe, I don't know, I wasn't counting, but it had to have been over 30. It was so bad, as he's talking, I had to back up because he smelled like piss. So Pac and them got mad at Snoop because Snoop the only one, besides myself, when I said everybody, my bad, Snoop the only one didn't participate of beating the dude's ass. But you know, Snoop was a good dude. He always had a good heart. He was like, nah, man, you know how he talked with that little Michael Jackson voice. He was like, nah, man, you know, that because he worked for Bad Boy, we don't have to be doing all this and this.
Suge, do y'all believe Suge so far? I mean, I definitely can believe this story. But I don't know, leave it in the comments section, man. Like, this is classic Death Row. And I feel like this might be where he at right now, because of this type of stuff, this type of energy they was on. Of course, you know, he kept himself out of it. But you ain't gonna believe what he says coming up. Stay to the end of the video. Let's get it.
The West Coast, but we don't got nothing against it. You know, that's a conversation, basically. So from there, I did something probably one of the smartest thing to do. I said, well, he probably ain't going to tell the police if somebody have sex with him. As you know, usually when something crazy happened, nobody don't want to give on the police report to them. Oh, they had sex with me. Oh, they did this with me, you know. So I'm just thinking, no. So Andre, and it's real talk. I don't care who believe it, don't believe it. I have no reason to lie. Andre was like, shit, I fuck him. But believe me, it's not the first time that rodeo happened, because we all seen certain things they did, if you know what I mean. So, believe it or not, Andre, Dr. Dre beat it up a little bit. To my surprising, he sued Pac, he sued Andre, he sued everybody. He didn't sue me because I didn't lay a hand on that dude, right? I paid everybody's fee. I told Andre, I'm gonna pay your part. I told Pac, I'm pay your. I told everybody who he sued, I'll pay it. I said, but that's y'all motherfucking shit. Y'all gotta run my money back. By the way, Pac, my little brother, he ain't here. Oh, Andre Young. Yeah. I want my bread when I'm home. Have it ready. But look, that's a true story, and you can put a lawsuit and it shows it for itself. So that's just that, you know. But you know, Jewel, I got all love in the world for her. But Jewel was a grimy gal. She was a cold bitch in a good way. But what I'm basically saying, and a lot of people talk about all this stuff, how everything gets miscrewed or confused. Nobody taught us the playbook. I came with the name Death Row. I started Death Row. Everything with legal money. And David Kenner was not my attorney. He was a criminal attorney. John Branca is the one that did the stuff for me on and Gary Stiffany for the entertainment side of it. But that's been said. This is like Danny Boy said in a statement before. Danny Boy said, well, I wrote all these songs and I blame Suge because I get all his money. Well, I understand Danny Boy didn't understand the business. First of all, when I met Danny Boy, I took a liking to him and treated him like a son from day one. He was signed to a friend of mine named Shorty, who had him under contract. So I had to buy him out that contract because Shorty had spent a lot of money on Danny Boy, so he say, but he was under paperwork. So right off the top, before I did anything with Danny Boy, I had to buy him out that contract. Danny Boy didn't write none of the songs he performed on any of the projects with Death Row. I had him do a remake. He didn't write that one. I had Babyface do the music and write the lyrics. He didn't write that one. And I ain't mad at you or anything he sung with Pac. Tupac wrote that. So if Tupac writes something and sing it in his own voice, and then I said, man, look out for Danny Boy. Put Danny Boy on there or something. Tupac brings Danny Boy in, like when he brung KC and JoJo in. When he brung them in, right? They just singing what he wrote. So you can't get publishing if you didn't write it. So there's no way I'm supposed to pay you publishing royalties on a song you didn't write. And what people don't understand, if $1 is being owed on a song regarding publishing, it's nothing out of my pocket. If $1 go to Tupac, that still don't come out of my pocket. If $1 goes to Danny Boy, that still don't come out of my pocket. Or Tupac get 50% of it. If Danny Boy get 50% of it, I still got to pay the same dollar. But I can't give somebody publishing on a song that they did not right. That's why me and Vanilla Ice had to hang out, because he was trying to claim a song that he did not write. By the way, Vanilla Ice, that helped start Death Row. Not from no motherfucking informant saying drug money did. And I ain't trying to bounce all over the place, but that's sort of crazy. They still ain't, that's an whole nother conversation. But anyway, that's how that happened.
Man, so I want to give my critiquing, criticism for entertainment purposes, educational purposes, and I speak under fair use. I just want to know, like, the story for me is believable. The only part that is questionable, and I'm not saying the lifestyle is questionable. The only thing that's questionable for me is when he said, after everybody did what they did to the guy and made him drink, and he's standing there smelling like urine and all this, that Dre just randomly in front of everybody said, yeah, I'm gonna hit that. Regardless, now I'm not saying that he lying about the lifestyle that Dre might live. Dre could, very well be living an alternative lifestyle. You know what I mean? The only thing that just sounds crazy to me is he just bent him over and got a little bit right there in front of everybody. For everybody to be able to hold that over his head later on, he just conveniently said that. I mean, but everything else I could see happening, because that's what type of ignorant shit that was going on with them and Death Row back in the day. And it just almost makes me wonder, is this why you where you are, Suge? Don't get me wrong. I know Suge tells a lot of truths about a lot of things, and I'm not taking that away. I'm just wondering. See how y'all was moving back then? And then you wonder why people had a perception that they have of you. I don't know, but leave it in the comment section. How do y'all feel about that one? Is it far-fetched? Is it real? Let's talk about it. I'm going to respond to everybody's comment. Let's get it in. It's your boy Kaotic 1. This is the KMHP TV YouTube channel. We do reactions, short documentaries, music videos, all that stuff right here. If it's the good, the bad, the ugly of the music, the film industry, any industry, everyday life, you're going to hear it and see it right here on this channel. Till the next video, peace.